Hello, hello. It's Friday night. Anybody out there want to join me for some chat and conversation, fun, relaxation? RVDebs here. It is, like I said, Friday. It's about 9 p.m. That's Texas time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 o'clock California time, I think. Yay. Let me get my little window so I can see if anyone's here. Joan is here. Hi, Joan. Welcome to my Friday night. I thought I'd go live. Um, Not much happening really, and I didn't feel like watching television. So, what's up? How are you tonight? Hi, Think Agape, love always and forever. Hi, VMA. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna have a party tonight. Oh yeah. So I went to the store today to Walmart, which is my 40-minute drive about. Lily's being real silly. Let's see if I can get her. There, look at her. She's playing. She does that. She'll go over on the couch and bark and make a big fuss. Yay! So anyway, I thought I'd start a live chat just for the fun of it. I forget what you call Yagi, which is when the a Wi-Fi enhancer. So if I move it a lot, it gets screwed up. Anybody else here? Lily, you're being obnoxious. Hi, Mike and Missy got hitched. How you doing? Hi, Terry. Hi, Auntie Sue. Auntie Jane. I'm sorry, I can't see. Hi, Leisure. It's good to have you guys visiting me. We're visiting each other, I should say. Yeah, I've learned that if I use my cell phone, well, hold on, I can read the chat easy. Wow, almost dropped you guys. Did it hurt? So I went to Walmart and I found that they had some really cute clothes. Okay, Leisure, make your smoothie. Bring it on back. So I bought myself 3 tops. They're so cute for the very inexpensive. Tonight the weather it's been a muggy kind of warm day. We've got showers. It's like we've had off a little bit of maybe like a little rain shower, but yeah, we're expecting rain tomorrow and probably tonight. Hi, Celie. But it's not bad. Today was very mild, and I'm hoping it stays that way. This is like stormy times. Kathy's son Nathan and Nadia, his wife, they went to Vegas. They drove, and so tonight when they were coming back, actually this afternoon, they were in major hail and rain, bad storms, and it was only 2 hours from here in Lubbock. So it's close to us, but so far it's okay. All my silver hair is hiding. Only down the sides. It's weird. I've been thinking about maybe like covering all my gray up and just having, had go and have this beautician do it. Do you think I should lose the gray hair? What do you guys think? Anybody? No, yeah. I used to be a redhead. This is my natural hair color. I'm surprised it's this dark. I'm an old girl. Hi, Linda. It's snowing in California. Fawn Skin, California. I've never heard of that area. Thank you, YMA. I mean VMA. I'll be all right. I can't see. Make it pink. No, I'm not a pink person. I would, even if I was going to make it another color, I'd never make it pink. I one time had a big a stripe of aqua. I'm an aqua person. Vinny, okay. How you doing, Vinny? Big Bear, yeah, that gets snow. Yeah, there's some snow happening. Okay, be careful. It's weird to be driving in the snow. Lily's being a weirdo. Lily, come here. Yeah, she does what she wants. Thank you, Gail Williams Sweatman. Yeah, I thought, well, I do like my silver hair, but I think I'd probably look younger if it was all one color. Yeah, like aqua. I think if I was gonna, do my hair teal, aqua blues, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I should just like all the silver part, I could have a color because then it would eventually go back to this color. High sweepstakes winning. Yeah, this is one of my new shirts. It's very long and it's got a like a slanted hemline with a slit up the one side. It's very comfortable. I have this one and I have one in pink, like a dark pink, and then two other tops, both really pretty. And for the price, $9.98 or whatever, you can't beat it. I was saying that on my video when I was driving today. I'm thinking I had Dia and Co, which is a subscription box, and they send you 5 items, and then you can send them back for free. There's no shipping charges, and you can keep what you want. But it's like a little top like this, it's silky, very smooth. Would probably be like $39. I'm glad you're here, Lana. Nice to have you here. Dyeing your hair to cover gray. That's when I was a redhead forever. And I started getting some like right in here, like my bangs started going silver. I'm not gonna call it gray. Anyway, with red, and it looked horrible. But with my natural color, it doesn't look as bad. It looks better. But I thought, well, I'm gonna live in a travel trailer with a small shower, and I'm not gonna want to like dye my hair. And I'm glad I stopped. Because if you look at some of my older videos, you'll see I had all this done blonde for a while it was growing, out. But now it's all grown out. I haven't put anything in my hair for a couple of years. Hi, who knows? How's Wiley tonight? Are you getting rain? Linda's got her hair done every 2 months is nice. Um, I've done it where I've had my hair red and then I did blonde highlights until it was almost blonde. I even went blonde for a while. It's hot here too. Who knows? It really. but it's cool in here. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do my hair, bleach it like that, because my hair, when it's bleached, starts to get so dry, and it's not nice. Hi, Cameo. Welcome. How sweet of you to join. She's my friend, my Oregon friend. Someday I'm going to surprise you and be in Oregon, call you up and say, hey, what you doing? I do love Oregon. It's so beautiful. Washington also. Hi, RV Frida. Well, nice to have my friends around. I thank you. I would love, Frida, if you get near Texas, you have to stop here because we've got free RV parking, full hookups, free, and me. I promise we'll have a good time. Right, Lana, it's expensive to do hair coloring at the beauty parlor. Like, I remember it was like something like $60 or something in Clearwater, Florida. Burr, Linda, 22 degrees. I think here it's, I don't really know what it is. Let me Google it. Shush, Lily. Okay, Google, what's the temperature? 72 degrees right now here. And a low tonight of 69, 40% chance of rain. High of 84 today. Okay. And this weekend, let's see what it says. Thunderstorm Friday. Well, we didn't really get one. Hey. Saturday, 20% only on Saturday. So tomorrow, we're not even going to get rain. High of 87. Starting to feel like summer, you know? Vinny, I have one other really good friend in Long Island, so I'll consider I have two friends in Long Island. Ouch. Georgia's going to be 100 degrees in the next few days. Hi, Laurel. Welcome to the chat party. Thank you, Vinny. And then up near Big Bear, California, they're having storms. Linda's going to have to stay. Do you have a fireplace, Linda? At least if you have a stormy, snowy night and you have a nice roaring fire, it makes it worthwhile. I know, Frida. I know what you're saying. But I promise if you come to Texas, you'll like this little town. We are really friendly, especially my family. Two fireplaces Linda's got. That's great. Your bedroom has one too? Oh, that's right. Mike and Missy's also from Long Island. So now I have three friends in Long Island. Hi, Angus. Kisses. See, we have the nicest group of people that come in here. I can tell you, I love it. Hi, Darby from St. Pete, my old stomping grounds. Nothing like a nice, hot, warm, roaring fire and, in your bed and with a cup of hot cocoa or something. Yeah, there's quite a few. I guess I draw in Long Island. Angus, I'm having a good day. It was a good day. It was. I just took myself out for breakfast because the family owns the restaurant Bud's, and on Friday they let all the family have half price. So I went and took myself to breakfast, and then drove to Walmart and bought a few things I needed. Got some clothes. Clothes always make you feel good. So I had a nice day. Yeah, we got some great people here tonight. So that's what I thought I would do. I'd like sort of start a chat and see who came in and just do whatever. It's an open chat. I look beautiful. Oh, Thank you. You say the sweetest things. You know, I'm okay for an old lady. Anna wanted to know if they've opened up the pool yet. They're supposed to open the pool, I think, this coming week. Frida, it looks like you've had a good time in the snow. Frida lives full time in her RV, and she was just showing. By the way, what's your? Is that your? That's your channel is RV Frida, right? So you ought to check out Frida because she is a one of a kind woman, very independent, and we have talked for a long time, haven't we? Even before you got your RV. Oh, Vinny, that was so quite a winter. I was telling Kathy that I told everybody about that winter. Yeah, Tuxedo, New York's a nice place, though. We had good times up in New York because we went like 5 years in a row, so you learn your way around. There's a lake called Greenwood Lake near there, so we would drive that way, and the city was just 45 minutes away. So we would go into the city and drive. I would drive all around. I'm almost like a New York cab. I can drive in the city better than I do on long. When we have long straight roads, I get a little bit tired easy, but I can maneuver around the city. I'm glad you did. Well, Frida, if you get near here, you know, I just want you to know that I would love to meet you in person and give you a big hug and go to dinner with you and maybe just chat our butts off. Maybe sit. We have a fire pit here, and it's really nice to light the fire and just talk to people. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Debbie. What's the matter, Debbie? We can cheer you up. Darby's asking if Cat, she goes by Cat or Kathy, still does crafts. And yes, she does, but she has to be forced into it. Like um, it's funny because her husband Mark is a lot like me. He's very creative, and she's very creative too. And she's a perfectionist, so he'll cut out like a bird in wood, and she'll paint the bird. But you have to coax her into it. But when she gets into it, she does a beautiful job. Or she could do really. She's very crafty, but she's not into it like I am. Hi, hi, the Vaughn. I am not looking for a van anymore. I think at this point, I really what I'm thinking, and I know I changed my mind, but that's like, don't we all do that? But right now, I'm kind of considering trying to get credit and upgrade from this travel trailer to a fifth wheel, which would give me a roomy, a roomy thing, really roomy house. Yeah, you have to be careful where you wear short pants, Frida. What's an amnesty shop? Anna, I would love to start painting, and I could paint here. I've done it. I've painted plenty here, but it seems like over the last year I've gotten more stuff. So I would love a bigger space that I can, just have maybe a table set up just to paint and leave it like that. So I wouldn't have to put everything away so I could have a meal. Yeah, I'm definitely needing a little more. Okay, what was your question? I still have an Etsy shop, yes. Oh, Frida, are you talking about Kathy? They used to have one, but I don't think that it's active anymore, Darby. See, I follow when I start making something, I get into it. I don't just start something and leave it half, half done. I usually get things done. Thanks, Angus. I do too. I haven't really physically gone looking at fifth wheels. I've looked online, and there, you can get one. What I would like costs between probably like 12 and 20,000. Because I would like one that's really. I want it to be one that's winterized. I want a all seasons camper. I don't want a lightweight one because I'm not driving it. So it can be a heavy one. Linda says, I think you would be cramped in a small camper. Well, I wouldn't mind a camping van because I really wouldn't mind. I've done it before. I've camped in a van. Of course, I was younger, but I would love to like take off and camp when the weather's good and I don't need to worry about not having air conditioning because I really do like cool. I don't like it hot. I can't sleep. So, yeah, I'd love a camping van, but I can't really afford it. And to be honest, I don't want an old thing that I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't want to get stuck. Hold on a second. Let me read this. Probably Frida. I don't really remember, but I do remember talking about that you were in Anaheim and your garden. And let me get rid of this person. Bye. Okay. Yeah, Class B would be nice. I just don't really like. I would if I didn't have my truck and I was gonna go for another vehicle, which I might down the road. I would go for a van because I do like how vans feel. Fran asked if I would ever consider going back on the road. No, I'm not going on the road. I have a really nice place to live. I do like to take trips, and I plan. I have one coming up in August. I'm going to San Antonio. If I can just go like 2 or 3 times a year to a new place I've never been, that helps. Yes, I think, and Frida lost her husband, and I had lost my husband. So, we were in just the early times when it's really a lot on your mind. I mean, when you first lose someone so close as a husband or a wife, that's what you think about almost all the time. So, but as the time goes on, you get kind of stronger, don't you, Frida? You're welcome, Fran. Yeah, I'm not. I thought when I bought the trailer, I was gonna put it on my truck and just drive, go to California, go to Oregon, and hang out. But I didn't like pulling a big trailer. I really didn't. I'm honest. That was not for me. Well, Darby, I don't know if I could afford. I don't know. I mean, I've even thought about a regular mobile home right in this space, but I don't know if I can find one I can afford. And my credit's kind of iffy. It used to be great, but after blowing some bills and just not making the money or whatever, my credit suffered. I know, Linda. I do. You're so new to your loss. It's just going to be in your mind and your heart constantly, but it gets better. I swear and promise that it won't be as hard as it is now for you. You just, roll with the punches, talk to yourself, tell yourself, he wants me to be happy. I know I miss him. I miss Mark. There's not a day that goes by that I don't look at his picture, you know. Oh, and there's some really weird thing. One of my videos. Hi, Timothy. No, I think everything works fine in my trailer. I mean, I have a lot of paintings up, so that maybe would need to be painted. Depends on how good they come off. Oh, I'm an honest one. Can't help but think about it. It's okay. It's You're so perfectly normal. I would like to do that, Gail. She said I should go down to Port Arkansas, Texas. It's a beach town done at the Gulf of Mexico. You take a ferry in your vehicle, and they have jumping dolphins, which is beautiful. Hi, Sharon Lee. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know, Linda, and dealing with the dealing with tragedy, it's not easy. And that's why you can come in here and say how you feel, and hopefully we'll cheer you up a little bit before you go back, you know. Yeah, I would like to see the beaches in Texas because I lived in Clearwater, actually on Clearwater Beach for a few years, and that's on the Gulf of Mexico, and it's gorgeous. You know what guilt's like, Linda, and I deal with guilt myself, but this is one of the sayings that I always remember. Guilt is like a rocking chair, a lots of motion, but you don't go anywhere. Oh, Vinny, thank you for coming in. Have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So, like one of my videos, the one that storm wind, when the storm was approaching, and I was in Kathy and Mark's house, and I was had the camera, and I said I'm gonna go outside, let the dogs out. I'm gonna put on my shoes. Right when I say I'm gonna put on my shoes, now we had the TV on low in the background. I think it was Wheel of Fortune was on, but this person, I forget who it is, said, listen with earphones, you can hear a soft voice saying, all right, which gave me kind of chills. And because she thinks it was a ghost, like, like, what do they call it? An EVP or something? Oh, thank you, Linda. I put it on early. It's kind of a little bit mushy. Hey, Jean. I loved living in Clearwater, especially living on Clearwater Beach. I was in my mid 20s, and I had a great time there. Yep, everybody give Linda a big group hug because she's supported. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I can say, "Oh, you're going to feel better," and eventually you will, but it doesn't necessarily mean like right now. But every now and then you just have to like shake it off and do something for yourself, baby yourself. Anyway, Gene, when I lived in Clearwater on the beach, it wasn't built up in like 1974 to 78. That's when I was there. It was beautiful. They really screwed it up. And then Sand Key built all those buildings. Well, I was there when they were nothing. I mean, people fought it. They didn't want the buildings to be built on Sand Key, but they didn't win. But I want to say that on my that if you like are into, I heard it. I listened to that over and over again, and I heard like a raspy, soft voice saying, "All right." I think it was my husband. Yeah. So that was, weird. Rosie's underneath the desk. I mean, the table, desk, table, everything. Well, leisure, you need to listen, but you have to really like. It's right when it's at 3:05, 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and it's right when I say I'm going to put my shoes on, and I show my feet putting my shoe on, and I hear, "All right," and it's not the TV. Hi, Kathy. The one before last, the one that we're getting ready to go in the storm shelter and stuff. It's right. It's at 3 minutes and 5 seconds because I was told by one of my subscribers. They said, "Listen," she sent me an email. She was really serious because she totally believes in. I think they're called EVP or something. You know what, Gene? You know that I want to tell you this before I get off of that. Yeah, Ellen. It sounded like. I mean, it could. I don't know what it. I just heard the one word, but I heard it. Um, Gene, Clearwater Beach. Do you know of Frenchies? You've heard of Frenchies, right? Well, there's Frenchies now is I think there's several Frenchies, but the real Frenchie, the guy named Frenchie, he was a roommate of mine, a housemate back in the early '70s, and he told me we were one day hanging out in a hammock before he was just a long-haired guy. He said someday I'm going to own a restaurant, and he is very successful. I lived in Tarpon Springs, the last place I lived. See, Fran, I think my husband's been around me a lot lately. I really feel like um, I don't even know for sure. It's just a feeling that I get. And then when she told me about that, and I sat with, I have my headset. I listen on the laptop. I listen on the phone over and over. Finally, it was so soft, but you can hear it. All right. Like I'm getting ready. Taking the dogs out. We're getting ready, and he was like, I don't know. It was just so weird. Yeah, Frenchies. Tarpon Springs, Florida. It's a little Greek town, a Greek village in Florida. It's near Clearwater, Tampa Bay area. Tornadoes are scary, I mean, because they're very powerful. I've lived in California during the 1972 earthquake, and that woke us out of bed. That was scary. Um, I lived in Florida during many hurricanes. And as long as there was no tornadoes, I mean, we lived through all the hurricanes. Only one hurricane on the back of my house, the fascia got pulled off. That was the worst damage I ever got. But now I'm in like tornado. I mean, this is the worst that we have is tornadoes. But we haven't had one in Knox City, Texas, for since the '50s, and it was a bad one in the '50s. It tore up several homes, and I think in those days you didn't have warnings. We have an alarm system, so and we have storm shelters. Yeah, leisure. It's real soft because you hear Wheel of Fortune in the background, but this is completely separate, and it's just one word. I'm feeling good tonight, Deborah. Thanks for asking. Yeah, and then there's places where there's fires or mudslides. I have friends that live on the coast near Santa Barbara, and they've had they've had mudslides. I mean, I don't think you're not totally out of it. There's no place you can live that doesn't have some sort of possible, Mother Nature beyond your control, something happening. Good night, Fran. Thank you so much for joining all of us, and I hope you have a good week. Come back and see me again. Yeah, we had our the tornado siren. The alarm is like right behind, right at this community center, which is where I live, and it's loud. Oh, it's loud, and they do test it to make sure it works. But even this last time, we didn't have to go to the storm shelter because that alarm didn't go off. But our phone's alarm went off and it said to take shelter, so we didn't take any chances. But if I would like go back in time, I would have stayed right in Mary's house. It would have been fine. It's just part of life, and we not. I mean, if we're supposed to be here where nothing's going to happen, I just feel like that. And if I'm supposed to go in a tornado, then I can't stop it. My mother's name was Ruth too. Oh, Linda, that's wonderful. What a nice visit. I recently had I consider it a dream. It was a dream of some sort, but my husband was laying like right next to me. His face was right here, and he looked great. And it was like, what was that? And it was really a great feeling. My mother's name was Ruth. She passed away in I think it was 1999. Yeah. Hey, tell Wolf, Deb sends a big hug. Enjoy your snack. Thanks for coming in, Jean. Leisha says, do you think your destiny's written? I don't know, but I do feel that there's no mistakes, even when we think it's a big mistake. Really, there is no mistakes. Everything's a learning thing. Um, it gets us to be who we are. You know what? I don't really feel like the two comments were trolls. I think I've got a few people that subscribe and comment, and sometimes I did say this in my upcoming video because I was talking to you guys earlier. I really think that they're just regular people, and some people don't really know how to put things in words, and it's very easy in a text, in a message, in an email, to take things wrong. Or maybe they didn't mean it to come out as harsh as they did, because some people just don't think before they like write out a text. And when you don't see the other person face to face, you don't know how they mean it. You don't, something is really off. Okay. I have to hide somebody. Hold on a minute. Bye. So I don't think that there's any mistakes. I don't know whether it's written, I guess you could say it kind of is. Delyn, I believe so too. I think, I've lost my mother, my father, my sister, and my husband. And I'm not sure sometimes who's with me, but I feel like I have angels with me. I've been very fortunate. I mean, look at me. I'm in a position because I don't have a lot of money. And if I had to go live, like if I would have stayed in Tarpon Springs in the mobile home, I would be living I don't even know if I could afford it. I really don't because I like the good things in life. I like to eat well. I mean, I really don't. I would really be broke if and I think this all leads to there's no mistakes. I was meant to be here, and Kathy and Mark, we didn't know we'd ever live in Texas, but it's a really nice place to live. Yes, Susie, I am going to seriously. I haven't started really physically looking at them. I've been looking at them online to see what they look for and what the price is, and I don't know if I'll be able to afford one. Right. So when somebody says something in a comment, um, like something, I'll give you a sample. If someone says, you really are asking for people's um, love, the way you sound, it just seems like you're really wanting people to love you, and that's crazy because I don't have to do that. But I could take it wrong. I could say, well, screw you. I really, sometimes you really, you get a comment. It's like, why would you say anything? I would never leave a bad comment. If I don't like somebody, I just don't say anything because I was taught that if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything. Yes, well, Angus, I've known Kathy and her mom and her kids for almost 40 years this year. So we really all grew up together, and I'm very lucky that and I mean, they're lucky. I love them equally, really. I just took Kathy, Mark, and Tanny and um, Chase out to dinner yesterday, and I was happy to do it. And I don't have a lot of money, but I make a little bit, I spend it, and I share. I share. I order earrings on Wish all the time, and I get them. And if Kathy says she likes it, I just hand it to her. I feel happy to give. When I love somebody, I love with my full heart. Hi, Chad. So, okay, the pool opens May 26th. There you go. Me too, Susie. I'm hoping I can, because the only thing that's bothering me now is that I don't have a nice kitchen to cook in. I don't have a desk. I don't have a chair. I mean, I sit on a bench. It's not a comfortable bench. I'm used to it. The couch is okay, but that's not that comfy either. So I love my bed. I'm doing fine with my bed. I just really need a bigger space. It doesn't have to be that much bigger. Hey, Lucky. Yeah, Lucky's flooding. He's in Oklahoma, and he's got floods all around him. So we need to say prayers that the water goes down for those people. It is a blessing, Angus. I don't live here free. I pay utilities, and I also pay direct TV for their house and my little house. And I have my insurance, and nothing's free. But it certainly is. They don't want to make money on me. It's not like I'm a tenant. They don't want a tenant. Thank you, Chad. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Judy. I'm doing great. How are you tonight? And I mean, I was talking to Kathy, saying, maybe I should get a little house, rent a little house, or try to get a house. And then you get a house, you've got taxes and the lawn, and you've got a lot more, utilities and all these bills. And she's like, I don't want you to, if you want to, but I would rather have you stay here. And the more I think about it, why would I want to leave when I can be here? And I can help them if they need anything. They know that. Good, Chad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I think a fifth wheel, even though it is still an RV and I'm going to still feel the weather. I don't really mind the weather. It's when you have a tornado warning. I mean, it's scary. I'm not going to sit in my trailer. I'm going to go into a house, and I can. So, hi, Bard. Let's see. Yeah, well, I don't think even if I took out the dining room table and put in whatever and that, it's still not big enough. I want I want a home. And I don't mind it to be an RV. I'd like it to be an all-weather fifth wheel. It would give me the space. I've been in them and I really like them. That's good, Lucky. Right, Frida. I'm in a good place. I just don't feel I don't want to move away. I do want to travel and I'd love to visit my friends out there, but I'm not gonna right now my most important thing is and I am comfortable. I'm not uncomfortable. I just want to get more comfortable. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a little bit bigger. This is good for like traveling. I don't want to travel, so why wouldn't I get something moved on my property here and just hang out? Deanna, I've thought about a tiny house too, but you have to come up with some money. Tiny houses, they're going to cost you 40,000, 30,000. I don't even know. Susie, I saw Carolyn's actually watching her when she bought that and got into it. I thought that's what I need. Honestly, she was one of the starts of my mind going, "Hey, maybe I should upgrade my RV." I would love that, Deborah. I've got my PO box, so if you have broken jewelry and you know you're not going to wear it, and if there's beads, please send them to me. That would be such a nice gift. Good night. Good night, sweepstakes winning and RV fun. Oh, who knows? I don't think I'm ready to do that. That would be a big endeavor, and I'm not much of a builder. But I mean, if you looked at fifth wheels like the one Caravan Carolyn just got, it looks so comfortable. I mean, she's got like rocking a nice recliner. I think two of them, and a couch, and she's got much more counter space, and her bathroom looks better. And yeah, see, Gail, that's what was happening when I was in Florida. I lived in a mobile home, which was paid for, but the lot rent kept going up, and it was like crazy that they're allowed to do that, but they do it. Oh man. Yes, please, Deborah. I would love that. That would be that would be really great. Very wonderful. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely take things apart. A lot of times, um, I get jewelry that's like not someone's not wearing, or it's maybe a broken. They hand them to me. I'll take all the beads off and I'll make stuff. This one's I like this necklace. This necklace I made when we were doing arts and crafts shows. I'll show it to you. It's when I did wire wrapping. They're little black onyx, and gold beads, and they're it's 14 karat gold filled wire, so it never changes. It's really great. Yes, Susie. I have a great little workspace out in the garage, but it does have no air conditioning, and it gets too hot out there pretty soon. Um, on any other, I just haven't set it up yet, but on any other of my videos where it says show more, my PO box is the first things listed. Yeah, this what we're watching right now, I haven't really filled out anything. So right, yeah, Linda says tiny houses are way up to 100,000. Yeah, and then you got land. Well, I mean, if I had, I would never spend that kind of money on a tiny house anyway. Yeah, you have to do what you can afford, which is not much. Well, Frida, that's a neat idea. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to spend. I'm going to probably get an older one, but I'm going to get one that's, in good condition, well made. Thanks, Deborah. I'll look forward to it. Oh, yeah, toy haulers are also interesting the way they're built. I would consider that a park model type of home, yes. I don't really know what I can I don't know what I can't afford a large monthly payment. I really can't. I'm thinking under 300 a month, and that would be pushing it. Yeah, I'm not looking at Craigslist because I don't have the cash. If I had cash, there's people selling it locally, fifth wheels, really nice ones, but they want 15,000. I don't have, I don't have it. Hi, Mike from Phoenix. I think so too, Deborah. Yeah, she said I'd be happy in a bigger one, just a little bigger. This is 27 foot. I'm thinking maybe like 34 foot, 36 foot, the biggest. I don't really want a giant one. I just want something that's got a nice living room and a decent kitchen. It doesn't have to be fancy. And a bathroom. Like I love that the fifth wheels usually have a separate water closet for your toilet, and then shower and sink separate, which I'd like. So okay, that's a good question, Deb. She says, would your canopy that you have over my trailer now fit the next one? I don't think so, Judy. Um, Probably there'll be some of the new, if I get a fifth wheel, part of it will be out of the back. And the only thing I've thought about is I have a good probably 8 foot further, and I might call the company back that did the RV carport and add on if I get something that's bigger like that. But the worst comes to worst, I'd have some of my roof would be out. Lucky has so many different vehicles. Your short school bus is 30 foot. Yeah, the canopy is 30 feet. So Mike and Missy have a fifth wheel, so that's nice. Yeah, so If I need to add on to the carport, I could do that eventually. And yeah, it would be, some of it would be sticking out. I could live through it. My eye keeps leaking. Sharon's asking if I still will get a van. Not right now. I think I'll do some traveling anyway. I'll just stay at Airbnbs because they're nice. And I have a nice truck and it's got all the bells and whistles. It's comfortable. I don't mind driving it. A van would be nice, but I don't have the money. I can't do everything. I'd rather have a decent amount of room and live comfortable and just drive my truck at this point. And then I don't know, Craig, he's in Long Island. He wants to come over and visit and take me um, traveling with him for a while, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I hope so. I don't know. I want it to happen so bad, but I don't know what an art roux is. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on in my head. I'm still, I mean, I'm just starting to start looking because I really like cooking and I've got an air fryer and a pressure cooker and, just things that it's hard to fit everything. And workspace is so minimal in the kitchen. I work it out, but it's not as much fun as it could be. And I really think that would be really nice. Oh, I don't want a Class A because I don't want an engine to work with. I don't want anything that I have to control, you know, work on. No. Mm-mm. Oh, an art room. Yeah. If I ever got a house or rented a house, I would want a two-bedroom, and one of the bedrooms would be an art room. But I could do well with just having a little more space in here. The brand is Casori, Casori, and I really think that they give you decent products. The dehydrator, the pressure cooker, and the air fryer are all Casori, and I 100% think they're good products. Susie, I'm glad you came in. Come back and visit again. Thank you. Yeah, so there's things going on in my head, and first you think about it, and then you start making it happen. And I will make it happen. And I don't know if I want to rent a house either, because then you're just throwing your money away every month. Nothing's yours. You never, they could tell you to move. I don't know if I want to do that. I've thought about it because I even looked at a couple of houses for rent, and the ones that are available for what I could afford, like 500 and 400 and 500 a month. I don't want to live in this. They don't even have air conditioners. You'd have to buy window air conditioning. And when you rent a house, you think that they would give you air conditioning, whether it's window units or not. No, I don't want to get into it. Susie, I have asked Kathy and Mark if we could, I'd help them pay to air condition the garage. I have talked about it, and they seem to think, and that it's their garage. They seem to think that there's too many. It's not insulated. There's a lot of air that comes in. That's why it's so hot in there. And they don't think we could afford. It's just, yeah. It all comes down to money. Well, that's because you are a, I hate to say it, but you are a hoarder. Lucky says he's filled up a 3,000-foot house. Well, I mean, I don't need to have so much stuff. I just have normal, needs. I don't need to collect things, and um I'm pretty I got downsized a lot. And if I was traveling and moving this thing, I could only have so much stuff. I have more now because I'm not going anywhere. Oh my hearing. I swear I have like more allergies. That's right, Angus. Kisses. I don't want to get to the point where I haven't got any money to do anything, that I'm rent poor. That wouldn't be good. He's got family. RV Lucky has loving family. I just want an easy chair, and maybe a desk for my when I'm into my computers, and then have a place to eat. I mean, I have to everything's on this table. Really. It's just it's no longer working as well for me like it was the first year. Yep. Oh, tears. Tears of joy. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I just and I'm sorry I kind of came up with such a rant yesterday, but there are times when you just feel like getting stuff off your chest, and so I did. Hi, Carol. No, Knox City hasn't got a Habitat for Humanity. It's a small town. We're lucky we have Ace Hardware. Linda, you sounds like you have a beautiful home in the mountains. Hi, Marcy. Oops. Craig sent me a message, but it's hard to communicate with him. Yes, I was saying that earlier. That Sharon, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I saw Carolyn, Caravan Carolyn's fifth wheel, and that got me thinking. Wow, that looked comfortable. Yeah, that was the beginning of my like. Maybe I should just get a RV, a nice winterized special fifth wheel. Yeah, Carol. Well, I just felt like sort of answering back to the people. I mean, saying that I favor my one dog over the other, and poor Rosie, I should have, I mean, I know how to treat my dogs, and they're both loved unconditionally. That's the truth, Angus. The more people that subscribe and watch my channel and sit through the commercials, I hate them too, I know. Thumbs up always helps. So before you leave tonight, at least give me a thumbs up. That would really help. Everything helps. And because I'm gonna, if I do get I'm gonna get a payment of an RV. I know I'm gonna have to do a payment. I don't have a chunk of money, so that's gonna bring me short. I definitely will feel it. But between my Etsy shop and a little bit of YouTube money and just watching what I, spend, I'll be able to handle it. Yes, my dogs are little spoiled puppies. Hi, Libra. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just so happy to have you all here tonight. It's really always nice to chat with you guys. And I just didn't, I don't know. Craig needs to get in here so that he doesn't keep interrupting me. He's sending me a gift. Like I can't do two things at once. Yeah, I'm in a good space. I mean, mentally, I'm in a good space. And physically, I'm okay. Nothing, thank God, is going on. And yes, I prayed every night that we have safe, happy lives. I pray for my dogs to have long, healthy lives and be happy. I pray for Kathy and Mark to stay well and be, happy and content. And I do pray for our town. And maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does work, but it doesn't hurt anything. And even if you don't believe in prayers, think about it this way. Now I said this today so the next video, if I put it in, will say this. The thing that I like to live by is as you think, so shall it be. And think about that. As you think, so shall it be. So if you put a lot of thought, instead of saying prayer, even if it's against your nature to think of God in prayer, just think of what power our thoughts and our mind has. You know, that's what I think praying is thinking, dear, you could say, dear brain, oh Lord, I don't know, I say Lord, but yeah, as you think, so shall it be. So if you think stinking thoughts, then you're going to not have such a great time. If you think positive, or you wish well for others, and you live in a positive attitude and mentally, you'll feel better physically. So as you think, so shall it be. I mean, even the bad stuff, if you look at your life and you think, why am I fat? Okay, why am I fat? Well, let's see. I grew up with mom and dad that were also kind of chubby, and my sister was. And you sort of program yourself, like you think fat thoughts, and there you are. And you can think thin. I used to do that when I was like really trying to lose weight. I'd be thinking thin thoughts. But I mean, really, our minds are very powerful, and like our whole world, our United States, it's United States, but we're so divided right now that we need to get back to where we all are thinking good thoughts for our country and good thoughts for our friends and neighbors. I agree. That's right, Southern Hippie. You get back what you put out into the universe. And that's another thing. Um, don't forget to, what you give is what you get. So, if you're just wanting to get, and you don't ever give, I don't think you're gonna get, because it's a circle. We have to put out good energy and good thoughts and prayers, whatever you want to call them, but they're powerful. And yeah, I really do believe that you can ward away evil by thinking positive, because positive always outweighs the negative, always. Well, I think Sharon, and I do too. She says, Absolutely agree with that. What you think about, you bring about. And I still struggle with that one. Yeah, we all do, because we're humans. So we have a yin and yang to everything. And you constantly have to you have to remind yourself constantly to think positive. Don't get into because every now and then you get into a blues. I mean, we all do. We're only human. All you can do is strive to be better. I don't think we'll ever be totally better. Well, I don't know how to think thin. I think I've always been this way, and my mind. I mean, I'm only so much that there's no power. I mean, you only have so much power. And you're right, though. I mean, you have to think when you're losing weight. You're thinking thin, and you're losing weight, and you're feeling good, and you're eating better. But I'm only human. I screw up. Food is one of my addictions. I love sugar, and I'll be good for a few days, and then I'll fall off. I'm just a human being like you. You know, one person they don't even like to eat. They eat to live. The next person lives to eat. I mean, we're just so different. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't even have to be you don't have to be Christian. You don't have to even have a name for religion. I'm not one of those people that think if you don't believe the way I believe, you're going to burn in hell. That's one of the I'm sorry, but I don't believe that way. So some of Christianity I don't agree with. No, I don't have a PayPal credit account. I don't really have any. I have no credit cards now. I don't owe anybody. Maybe that's a problem, but because I don't have much credit. But I mean, I don't think you have to believe in any one particular religion to be a good human being, to think positive, mind over matter. It's definitely, you know, um, not everybody needs quote religion. I think we all need connection to more than ourselves. You know, that's true. How you act is how you are. But I mean, in general, I really don't think you have to be a certain thing to make it all work. Um, like the preacher that I go see when I see the preacher do his thing. Lily, hey, Lily, stop it. When I listen to him, he totally with his whole heart believes a certain way, and I don't want to try to make him change his way of belief. You know. Thank you, Judy. Right, Carol. Spirituality. We all, you need a touch. And one of the things I've really gone through over the last 3 years living right here is faith. I I had faith, but not like most people. Like, I think if I couldn't see it and feel it and touch it, then I can't believe in it. Where in Christianity, which I've learned, it's all built on faith. When you say, well, how do you know that that happened? It's faith. That's the answer you get. Faith. Oh, I don't think that Lucky's going to ban you, Rub One. I don't think you're saying anything wrong. We have a right to be different, and you can challenge me. I know who I am. By the time I get to this age, I know who I am. Exactly, Ellen. I like that. She says, with the in yoga, they say we're just all spiritual beings having a human experience. That's a good one. 12 necklaces. Oh my gosh. Pink is a good one too. Thank you. Oh, Deborah, I look forward to it. I really do think that we as humans, we need each other. Even though we come into the world alone and we go out alone, it's still there's a need for brotherhood, sisterhood, and faith. I have much more faith now than I did a few years ago. When I lost my husband, and I prayed then. I've always prayed. I think I've learned a little bit more on spirituality and religion. And the Christian people in this town are beautiful people. Are they perfect? Heck no. No, but who is? Who is really? Yeah, Linda, see, you've got to count the blessings. You have a son who is so kind and giving, and that is part of what you've achieved in your life. I didn't have children, and that's something that I think of. Like, I had a very colorful, you know adventurous type of life. I really have. Most women my age have grandkids and children, and they were like with one person for 30 years or 40 years. I don't have that. So I'm really happy because Tanny, Chase, and Hunter are my grandbabies now, and they call me Bubby, and I love that. I love them. Yes, Lucky. The best thing you can do is be kind to each other, and there's going to always be trolls, and there's going to always be people that hate. And but love is stronger. Love is much stronger. And I, I mean, I've had hate spew at me on my channel, but not really anymore. I really, even the people that question my love for my dogs or all that, it wasn't really haters. They weren't. I think they were people that just don't see positive. They sometimes people look for negative. Well, Ellen, I've lost a lot of people too, and I never really. I always had like I always had spirituality. I always said, "Oh, dear God, get me through this," or whatever. Lily, she's being crazy. Um, but I've gotten more faith. I think blind faith. Like I don't have to see it in front of me to believe it. I have just to believe it. I think it's great that you have a wonderful son, Linda. Can you just imagine if you didn't have him? I mean, you're gonna. It's so good that he's there for you, and I'm sure you're there for him. It's like I'm there for Kathy and Mark. If they need me, I'm there, and I would. There's no question, not even a little question. And if I've got money, then they've got money. They don't take. We don't take advantage of each other. Friends don't take advantage of each other. But I am there. If I see there's a need and I can fill it, I will fill it. And I've had a lot of loving family. I just love it here. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. I agree with you, Deborah. She says that we have all had lost, and it will make you bitter if you let it. It's much easier to love than to hate. I agree. You are lucky, Linda. 38 years of lucky, happy marriage. And, Kathy's very fortunate because her two sons, Lee and Nathan, there's kids that my husband had kids from a prior marriage, and they were, I hate to say it, but they were like pretty rotten. They just really were rotten and did nasty things to each other and to people. And Kathy's sons, Nathan and Lee, are wonderful men. They turned out, I'm so proud of them. I know she is. And it's like, I just, how fortunate that, you don't, there's no guarantee you have kids that they're going to be great. So, but then again, what you put in is what you get out. And so, you know, you look like a witch of Salem. What the heck does that mean? You better explain that one. I look like a witch from Salem. Ooh. You know, I bought these cheap um, Kleenexes. This brand I'm going to have to never buy again because little flakes of white come off. Yeah, having a channel on YouTube, you open up, you know, to a lot of negative people, but more positive. So I just try to, you know, block it. Oh, he's just, it's people like that is just trying to like start something so he can be nasty. RV Lucky can take care of Marquise or whatever his name was. I try to ignore bad people. Okay, let me see if I can stand up. I don't think you're going to be able to see the bottom. The bottom's curved like down to the left because people see that there's a live chat going on and they, you know, come in because they're bored and have no friends, no life, and they want to throw out some nasty crap. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Ah, I don't think you can see it, but it's open. Yeah, you can't see it. I tried. Oops, but it's long. Hi, Colo. Hey, I just got this lipstick. I'll show you what I'm wearing. I bought these both at Dollar General. I'm telling you, you don't have to spend a fortune. Well, this is called Believe. Didn't even know it. I just got it at Dollar General. I think it was like $3. Yeah, I'll have to show you my 3 tops I bought. We've got a nice group in here tonight. 67 people. It's the first time I even noticed. Lily. Lily would need her dinner tonight. I mean, I gave her rotisserie chicken breast, the breast. You want that now? Here, enjoy it. Maybe she's a late eater too. She'll eat late at night. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, I got that one and I got another one. I can't find it. I think it's in my purse. Oh, here it is. This one I got. It's just a dark lip gloss. It's really darker than I thought, but you know, it's like this kind of color. It's LA Colors, and that's what they sell a lot at Dollar General. And I find that the products are really pretty good. I mean, you know, they like Lancome and Clinique. I used to use all the good stuff. But you know what? When you're putting stuff together, it's all the same stuff. Thank you, though. Yeah, I like, you know, my makeup now is pretty much LA Colors, or I've got a few things that aren't. And I've bought some lipstick from my friend Glenna is an Avon lady, so I've bought a couple lipsticks from her. Yeah, so Lee and Nathan are like wonderful. Their wives are great. They all have really good marriages. You know, very happy with them. I watched that RV chase in California. That was crazy. Hi, Lee. Welcome. Oh, that's nice, Kathy. Yeah, you just, it's good that you have your son, Linda, and anyone else that friends that want to be your friend because, man, my friends mean a lot to me. But you have to be a friend to have a friend. I've had people in here, I've had people email me that are very lonely. They say they have no friends. And I kind of wonder about that. Like, how can you not have any friends? I mean, unless you've moved to a new country and you don't know anyone, if you've lived in a place long enough, you should have some friends. I know small town is better than it's much better than when I lived in Florida. I hardly knew my neighbors in Florida. Maybe one of them. I mean, I was always friendly and said hello, but here people get to know you. They really do. I like living in a small town. I mean, it's got its downs. I mean, I'd love to be able to just instantly go to the mall or instantly go find a great grocery store with everything, natural goodies. You got to drive. I bet. Well, Rosie would eat it. She's just not hungry tonight. But yeah, Rosie would eat it in a heartbeat. Dollar Tree is like everything's actually a dollar at the Dollar Tree, which is crazy. I do like Dollar Tree, but that's in Abilene. But Dollar General, I mean, they've got groceries. I bought my rugs at Dollar General. It's quite a lot of stuff, and the makeup's good, and it's not as cheap as Dollar Tree, but it's got some quality stuff. Hi, Gail. Welcome from Canada. Yeah, Deborah, you're right. As you get older, friends pass away because you're getting older. And I have lost some friends to cancer and AIDS. Matter of fact, my friends in California, I had a lot of gay male friends back in, I think it was like 1979, 80 when AIDS hit. One of my friends lost 75 of their friends. Seems like every town has Dollar General here. Almost every town you go to has at least a Dollar General, a Sonic, and a Dairy Queen. You have to go far to McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah, what the heck? I don't need to spend that much money. I don't wear loads of makeup, although I do like lipstick. I'm a lipstick person. I don't have to wear any makeup, but if I have to wear something, I got to wear lipstick. Yeah, his name is Richard. Richard's an old friend of mine. I've known him since I was like 19. And he's this wonderful gay man. And yeah, I mean, he lives in San Francisco, but he lost like 75 people, friends, close friends, acquaintances. It took a lot of people out. Judy, Big Lots you can find one in Abilene has a Big Lots. Right, Colo, you've got the free healthcare, and we're like scalped on healthcare. Linda says her town has 310 people, but across the lake in Big Bear, they have Vaughn's and Slater Brothers and restaurants and shops. But I shop online a lot. I shop online a lot too. Big Lots is like kind of a cheap, like a little bit cheaper than Walmart in some respects. I don't really go there much. Explain what Big Lots is, somebody? Yeah, Libra, a lot of people died. I knew several people that passed away from AIDS. When I lived in California, my sister, who passed away at 27, but she had lots of friends because she was a beautician, and she went to school, and so there's a lot of gay guys in school. So that there's always gay men around. Um, I'll tell you a story about my sister. She used to, you know how acrylic nails now are like the thing? Well, back in the early 70s, they didn't have acrylic nails. But what they did have is what you make teeth out of, which is acrylics. And they would mix it together like a little scientist and put on fake nails with forms. And she did Joan Rivers. She did Joan Rivers nails. She did a lot of people's nails. When Joan had really long fingernails, my sister did them. And she would go to her house and sit with her and do them. Yeah, well, that's not necessarily though true, Libra. Yes, gay men in the 70s and 60s were very promiscuous because um, that's what they did, but not all of them were like that promiscuous. That sounds a little bit more than dozens in one day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anyone that had dozens in one day, and I still have friends there. I don't think Big Lots is such a great store though, but I guess some people love it because there's plenty of them. It's a big discount store, right? Deborah said. There's so many discount stores. Like a little Walmart. I was gonna say the Big Lots is like a small Walmart. Yeah, I guess when you see someone sick and they start telling you about that stuff, yeah. But my friends, I don't think they were that way at all. That's a good question. Ellen's asking the Canadians, do you have to pay for dental or vision? I agree, Linda. I lost my all my aunts and uncles are passed away. My grandmother and grandfather, my mother and father, my sister, um, and a lot and friends. So yeah, as you get older, you just gotta. It's like you got to roll with the punches, right? I would hate to lose Kathy. I don't think I. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Dental should be covered. It always pisses me off that, like, you can be on Medicare, but your teeth will fall out because there's no dental. Hey, hey, she's playing on the couch. And a lot of dental. Speaking of dental, I think a lot of people that die, it starts with their teeth rotting and they don't go to the dentist because they don't have the money or there's a fear, both. And that when you get an infection in your mouth and it's bad and you let it go, it can go right up to your brain and it can kill you. So really feel like dentistry should be part of regular health insurance. And it's true. It really is true. I think a lot of Alzheimer's, a lot of just diseases in general. If you get an infection in your mouth and you don't take care of it, it can go right to your heart and your brain. I mean, think about it. So yeah, you gotta if you got a warning, you know there's an infection, you're gonna have to take care of it. Yep. Yeah, but they don't really cover much Medicare, Linda. Not really. I really think that it can give you like Alzheimer's too. And then they used to have the old fillings, which was I forget what it was. They take them out now and change them. Was it like aluminum or something they used to put in our teeth? No, I can't afford dentist. I wish I could go more often. I want to go get my teeth cleaned, and it's like $150 to get your teeth cleaned, so they would be bright and white. Mercury. Yeah. Yeah, they screwed us. I mean, not come on, our society in the 50s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s, and 70s poisoned us. Poisoned us. Well, these glasses, okay, well, the frames are cheap. I broke my frame and they found these frames for me. I was very lucky. But these glass lens, they're like, what do you call it? When they turned dark outside, I can't think. Um, Shoot. Oh, I can't think of it. They change, and they're triple um, ugh, transition lenses. Yeah, these are like really good lenses, and I've had them for a long time. And I went to an eye doctor. It's been about a year, over a year, about a year and a half ago, because my dad got he had sometimes words are hard for me to remember. Something to do with the retina at the end of his, in his late 60s, 70s. Um, so I have to be tested. So when I went to this dentist in Abilene, and a dentist, I'm sorry, eye doctor, and they actually drew blood and put this dye in my system, so that when they took pictures of my eyeball, they could see all through it. Not a detached retina. It was where when you look at something, lines wiggle, and that's how you can test to see if it's happening. Macular degeneration. Yes, Lydia. My dad got that. So I have to make sure that I don't have it. I didn't have it. My eyes were fine. And they said that my glasses were still good. Like I didn't need new glasses. So every now and then I have to get my eyes checked. Well, hi, Craig. I'm sorry I wasn't meaning to ignore you earlier. I just couldn't message you back and do live stream at the same time. I'm not that talented. Well, there you go, Lee, Sharon. It's the truth. Dental problems can give you a heart condition. It's really related. So it should all be covered. It really should. At least, I mean, you go to a dentist and they're like, oh, 3, 400, 1,000, 1,500. It's like nothing. Isn't Memorial Day kind of a sad day? I don't know. Yeah, they take out that old Quicksilver stuff that they used to put in when they when and put in like the I think it's all white now. Well, thank you, Craig. I adore you and hope we get to talk soon. I miss seeing you. I'm going to do a FaceTime with you. Sound good? You know, I don't like to drive at night either. And even when and this has happened almost all my life, if I go to a movie theater and the movie started, you'll have to hold my hand because I can't see anything for a while. Yeah, Libra, exactly. Sure dies. I don't know what you mean, Craig. Cataract surgery, yeah, that no, that's very popular, and I'll probably someday have to have it. Hi, Jean. I'm doing great tonight. Thank you for asking. Halos, yeah, Kathy gets that. You know, she gets once in a while a halo, and the doctor told her that she was like, that's a pre-migraine is a halo type of thing. Craig, tell me, are you busy tomorrow? What's your plan? So, kids, what I don't know what we're doing here. We got 70 people in the room, so that's a lot of people partying. And I hope you all enjoy it. I really do enjoy the live chats. I've seen all of Carolyn's. I watch all her videos. They're short and sweet, not like mine. I don't even know how long I've been on. Let's see if it tells me. I can't tell. Yeah, I definitely watch her. I don't really get into keto right now. I'm barely able to just hang in there and not be totally compulsive. Well, tomorrow, Craig, let's talk on the phone, shall we? Let's make a date. Lucky says, Lucky says they want you to die before you get old enough to draw Medicare. I made it. I'm on Medicare. Yes, Colo. Good. Thank you, Craig. Oh, Libra. That's a terrible thought. Yeah, translation. My lenses are good. I don't really can't afford to buy like a good new lens because these were like I remember paying my last glasses were like $600, and that was with the special lens. Hold on while I grab a Kleenex. It's gonna. Every time I pull out the Kleenex, these little white things come out. I don't like it. And they stick to my clothes. Buy cheap, get cheap. Oh, you're going to get something. Eventually, we all get something. I'm just hoping that whatever it is, it's either real fast and quick, and I don't want to suffer. Nobody wants to suffer. I'm thrilled that I get Social Security, and and if it wasn't for my husband, because I when I married my husband, um, he had much better benefits. He had worked more regular jobs than me, and when he died, my Social Security, I went to the Social Security office, of course, and did everything that you're supposed to do, and I got part of his, like 80. I got like I think I got 80%. It was much higher than mine, so that's what I got, and I'm very fortunate. And my truck was his truck. I mean, my husband's helped me after he died. He still has helped me. Yes, I'm glad you do. Thank you, Angus. They're soft, but they've got like, I don't know. Every time I tell you, and it gets like from the Kleenex. So when you go outside your door, Lucky, do you have water all around? Carol says, I just got new glasses last week. Thin lens transition trifocals, which I've worn for years, and they were right at $500 at Walmart, and I was happy because previous was 700. Yeah, I mean, there's no credit. I don't have a credit card, and I'm kind of glad I don't have a credit card because I would have stuff on it. Oh yeah, DBKY says Kleenex is probably made in China. I think this stuff, let me see what it is. It's really bad. It's, well, it's Dollar General two-ply tissue, strong and absorbent, yet soft to the touch. Made in the USA from domestic and imported materials in Tennessee. Wonder what the imported materials are. But look, see them coming out? Ew. I've never had that happen before. This is the first box, and I know I've used the same kinds of tissues for a long time. I guess it was a bad batch because all this. Let me show you. It's like snow, and it clings to you. That's funny, Ellen. Yeah, I'm lucky that I even have a YouTube channel. They don't care. They want you to have 1 million subscribers before they even consider you anything but a loser. But I don't. I'm happy I have what I have. Linda, she says, laughing, the president is blocking China tissues. That's right. He's talking to Lucky. He says, with all the prepping you've done in your life and all the RVs you've got, you didn't get a boat. Yeah, well, I was working doing arts and craft shows until until I was 62. And then I got Social Security and my husband got sick and he died in the next 2 years. So I'm glad I took it when I took it. Yeah, Lucky's got some cute puppies. Lucky, RV Lucky came to visit me. I don't remember when it was, maybe a year ago. And he came and he had an RV that was an ambulance turned into an RV. And he brought, at that time, what you had, did you only have two of your dogs then? Now there's like two others, I think. I don't know. Deb says, uh, Deborah says, have you noticed that you don't get almost no Kleenex in those boxes? I know I buy a lot of Kleenex because I have a lot of allergies. I'm a Kleenex person. I usually have Kleenex in every room. Gail, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you come back and visit again. I know it's 11 o'clock here. Yikes. This is a long one. Lucky says last week we were on an island, the water, Mike, 3 foot from coming into the back door. You could not even get to town. That's very scary. Yeah, right now there's lots of weather, bad weather. Um, I'm I'm telling you, we're lucky. Just this part of Texas, I mean, we get our share of storms, but we're really fortunate. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, we have a lot of weather, but there's weather everywhere. But the middle of the country, like Oklahoma, Indiana, they get it rough. I know Kleenex is not cheap, and I use it. I mean, I go through Kleenex, but I'm disappointed with this Kleenex in particular. Let me show you how. Here, let me take one out. It's gonna have some fallout. See that? I think this is just a bad box. It just falls out. It's terrible. Yikes. I'm gonna have to clean up. It's all over the keyboard. I don't know if you can see it, but all this, just like it's like cotton, only it it's crumbly. At least Sharon says that Kleenex brand was changed. They should go back to the way they used to make them. Yeah. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Kay says she lives in Fort Worth area. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up before you leave tonight, people. I know that way it tells me that you enjoyed yourself. I'm not asking for anything else. Judy's using a roll of toilet paper for her nose. Yeah, I'm gonna start with getting better Kleenex because this is not good. I don't really care, but it gets all over my clothes, and I'm wearing black. I remember getting 1,000 subscribers. That was a big thing. I think tonight I'm at 5,080, which is fabulous and mind blowing. Lucky's a down to earth kind of man. He's very intelligent and he's older, but he has a very young spirit. Matter of fact, when he came to visit here, I would have never guessed his age. Yeah, Puffs is my favorite. Speaking of Kleenex. Leisure, are you talking to me? I don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, RV Lucky's an interesting man. I mean, really. And he goes back, he can talk. He remembers stuff from his childhood, which is very interesting. He should write a book. Good night, Ellen. I'm so appreciative that you're here and you're always at a lot. Thank you. Now, you had two dogs. When you came here, there was two dogs. Yeah, my channel has grown over the last 6 months. Well, actually, the last few months, a lot. Judy says, Big Lots toilet paper, 12 rolls, $5 for good for nose and potty. I can't even believe it. Lucky's going to be 87 in August. And when I tell you that when you meet Lucky, he's way younger than that. Yeah, he's a good man. He's amazing, and I love his stories. I think, he's an interesting person. People underestimate older people, but we have a lot more stories than the young people. Yeah, when your birthday comes up, we're gonna have to celebrate. Kathy's mother is gonna be 90 in October, and we're having a big party for her. There's gonna be people coming up from Florida and the Carolinas. Her son. It's gonna be a big party. Well, 75 now is like the new 55. I mean, I'm 68, and I don't know what that's supposed to feel like, but my spirit is a lot younger. Super Do, are you talking to me? Okay, the area Knox City is if you look at the map of Texas and you find Abilene, and then you look a little further up north and you see Wichita Falls, we're in the middle. We're right between there. So I think you call it's like west north central. Is there such a thing as west north central Texas? That's me, Linda. Inside of me, I'm 30. I still think that way, and I'm glad I'm like that. And I don't think I look 68. And I don't really know what 68 looks like these days because, like I said, Mary's 89 and she does not look 89. She's quite with it. Excuse me. Yes, I'm going to be going to at least San Antonio in August by myself or with Craig, hopefully with Craig. If Craig can make it here, he's going to go with me, and we'll probably go a lot of places as long as he's feeling well, which I'm praying he does feel well. Right now he's going through some a leg problem that he has, but he'll get better. And I'd like to see Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'd like to see Sedona, Arizona. Love to see a little bit of Colorado. Thanks, Lee. I don't feel it either. Grace, thank you. Bless you too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Kathy's mom's 89. She's going to be 90. She has a quick mind. She loves cooking. She's quite, she has a green thumb. Everything she touches, flowers and blooms. I'm going to do, if I'm by myself, I'm going to drive my truck and I'm going to rent a Airbnb. And I'm sure you guys will get to see it if that's what I do. If Mark, wow, Mark must be thinking of me. If Craig comes here, he's got a 36-foot Class A diesel pusher. And so we'll be in that. I promise that I will take you along with. And San Antonio's not that far. It's like 5 hours away. I'm going to be going there because there's a house concert with my favorite group, Byrne and Kelly. They're part of Celtic Thunder. It's actually a four-piece group, and I love them. They're fantastic. If you want to ever hear them, it's Byrne and Kelly. YouTube videos, you'll see how special they are, and they're doing house concerts. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate the thumbs up. It is awesome. And so they're going to do a house concert. That means that there won't be more than 50 to 60 people in someone's home. I already know the home. I've got the address. I Google mapped it and saw a picture. I saw it, and it looks like a beautiful home. Nothing, not a mansion, but a very nice home. So we'll have a meet and greet. The tickets were $100, and that included a meet and greet with the group, which is take pictures and stuff, and free soft drinks and free appetizers. It's going to be a wonderful evening. So I love Celtic music too. Thank you, Angus. I feel that way too. Hey, more haters. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And I figure while I'm in San Antonio with Craig or without, or by myself, or maybe Mark and Kat will come. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know I'm going. I want to go to see Riverwalk, and I want to go to see the Alamo. So I want to stay like 2 nights at least. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, well, I want to do it with someone. I don't want to go alone. I went alone last year to Kansas City to watch Vernon Kelly at the Irish Festival, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, but it would be so nice to have somebody that I care about with me. So I I'm just hoping, because Craig's plan is, and it depends on how well he feels. I mean, you can't travel in a big 36-foot RV when you're not feeling good. But I think God's going to give him his wishes, and we're going to go on some adventures together. And I think we'll get along great. And I already know we get along. So yeah, you're lucky, Linda. That's fantastic. Thank you, Super Dude. Do it. Do it. I would love to do a meetup. Maybe, maybe I can. I don't know how many people are around San Antonio, but if not there, maybe like in Arizona or somewhere where there's a lot of people gathered. But it is nice to have someone to share, like I'm looking at Riverwalk. I've seen some videos and it looks like a nice place, but to be there alone and, take yourself out to lunch and maybe ride on the boat. It all sounds nice, but it would be a lot nicer to have someone with me. But I can tell you this, I'm not going to not go. That's why I bought the ticket. It's an adventure. I don't know about the RTR because, it all depends. It really all depends on how Craig heals and how he feels, because we were going to go this last January, and it didn't happen. But even if we went to the RTR, I don't think we'd be camping out there. I think we would go to a regular RV park in Quartzsite. So we'll see what happens. But whatever happens, I'm gonna go see Vernon Kelly and get a hug with the both Neil, and his name is Neil, and the one I love them both, but Neil and Ryan. And then Neil's got his fiance. Nicole plays the fantastic violin, and then a guy named Peter does the piano. So it's a great group. Check it out. Thank you so much for joining, Judy. I always love to have you part of the chat. Yes, so that's what's going on. I think I should probably end it. No one's going to want to watch this. It's going to be so long. Hey, Granny. Well, I don't think we'd be staying in Quartzsite for very long. That's not really, going out to the desert and just parking. I don't know if that's such a great thing. It's not healthy. More Hater says it's not healthy to depend on someone else for your happiness. Well, that's right. That's why, one way or the other, I'm going. But it'd be nice to have company, big time. Bye, Judy. I would like to see the RTR, and I'd like to, meet some people. But if I don't think if Craig and I go, I don't think we're gonna go like park right with everybody. We probably will go somewhere else. Oh, thank you, Angus. I would be an uplifting person and stay positive and be grateful. I really, I'd love to be. That's the thing. I know there's a lot of people that do go to the RTR, and it would be so nice to have a meet up there and visit and get to know people. So, yeah, it'll happen. I mean, I don't know what's gonna. You never can really, listen. That $100 ticket that makes me know I'm going, but I haven't booked the Airbnb. I'm gonna wait till the very last minute. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so glad you came in tonight. Deborah, I will let you know. I'm doing these live chats at least once a week. Plus, I put out videos, so you guys will know when I'm going to be going to San Antonio, and I would love to meet up with friends. That would be so awesome. Thank you, Willie. I'm glad you said that. That's kind of you. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up. That always tells me that you enjoyed the live chat, and I did too. You made my night. I think I'm gonna sign off. It's time for me to stretch my legs and just hang out and relax. I really do enjoy live streams a lot, and I enjoy my channel a lot. And I'm very grateful to each one of you that come and visit and talk to me and give me thumbs up and send me jewelry that's broken or that you don't need. I mean, I got a P.O. box, and I finally got a P.O. box. And Kay, my last video, the one right before this, I did a pretty much a tour of my RV. So I've done a few of them, but the latest one was just my last video. Thank you, more haters. I love you for loving my channel. So check out the video, Kay, and you'll see my house. I hope that we all meet again in here in a few days. I don't know when the next one is. You know how I am. And like I said, a thumbs up is something I really would appreciate. And pass the word and spread the cheer. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I've enjoyed every single second of it. Good night.